Oh, okay, I'm gonna get straight to the point here. The reason why your self-esteem is low and why you don't love yourself as much as you wish you did is because you're not focusing on the issues that actually matter. You started doing all of these self-improvement habits just because Hamza told you to do it, because Tate told you to do it, but you're not focusing on the things that actually are your real downsides. And let me tell you my story, right? I started weightlifting over a year ago, and I've built a pretty good physique. It wasn't an issue for me. It wasn't as bad as if an obese guy started weightlifting. It would take him years to do that transformation, and he would value it way more than me. But because, okay, I'm just gonna be downright honest, because I have some pretty alright genetics, I built my physique relatively quickly, and I didn't value it as much. I started to train martial arts, and same thing. I was already pretty athletic, so it didn't matter to me as much. These things made a shit ton of progress for me. They made a huge difference. But those were never the real issues I was experiencing. I still struggled to remember the things that my mom told me to do. My grades were still going down. I was still struggling with the things that nobody talks about on self-improvement, because those were specific issues to me. Those were the things that I was experiencing, not everybody else. So I didn't understand why when I would look in the mirror. Even though I've built the physique, even though I knew how to fight, even though I was working on YouTube, even though I had an online business, I still felt weird looking at myself in the mirror. And this is the thing you need to realize, my friend, because even though I had all the things I wanted to have, right? I still saw myself as a lonely person. Why? Because I was lonely. I didn't focus on the things that would actually affect me. Nobody told me on the internet to go out and make friends. Nobody told me that. So I lived this solitary lifestyle of just focusing on my work, and it affected my mental health a lot. Because think about it, right? A couple of months ago when I started my monk mode to really grow this channel, to really make all of this work, I pretty much stopped talking to anybody. It's not like I had anybody to invite me to some social event in the first place. It's just that I started to care less about my social interactions, and I sacrificed them just for the sake of working on my business. And sure, I've made several videos that got some nice amounts of views, I've made the progress that I wanted. However, it didn't really make that big of a difference. Now, I achieved the things that I wanted, right? But my mental health was still the same. Matter of fact, it was going down because I didn't talk to as many people as I used to. So when I would look at myself in the mirror, I had all of the achievements, right? But I still saw myself as a lonely guy. And I did not do anything to face that loneliness. And so my self-love and my self-esteem was going down because the perception of myself was fucked up. I didn't focus on the things that actually mattered. Because even though I started doing all of these good habits, I was equally as bad at remembering stuff my mom told me to do as I was before self-improvement. Think how crazy that is. I've been on self-improvement for a long time, even though I'm a 16-year-old. And I still struggled equally as much, if not more, with the things that my mom told me to do after. Because I was so overshadowed. I was so focused by the things that the guys on the internet told me to do. I did not focus on the things that were an actual issue for me. Because I still forget to do the stuff that my mom told me to do. When I come back from school and my mom tells me to pick up some package for her, 9 out of 10 times I'll still fucking forget it because I'm thinking about what my next video is going to be. I'm thinking about what workout I'll do at the gym. Those things became distractions to me. My parents' perception on me did not change at all, even though I was doing all of that stuff. You get the point that I'm trying to make? Objectively look at your life and think, where do you lack? Where do you lack? What are your biggest negatives and how you can actually improve them? Don't just mindlessly copy and paste the stuff fucking self-improvement YouTubers tell you to do. Because that will change your life. But your perception of yourself is not going to change that much unless you actually struggle with these things. Remember the example I gave in the beginning? I was a skinny kid. I was ungodly skinny. However, it didn't take me that much effort compared to a very big obese guy to build a physique. It didn't took that much effort as for this guy. This guy will fucking treasure his physique. He would value it so fucking much as soon as he achieves it. But me, after a year of lifting weights, I've already considered switching to calisthenics, I wanted to maintain my V-tape or my physique, but I didn't actually want to do the training because I didn't value it as much. It didn't take me that long to get to a point where I was like, oh yeah, I look pretty good. And this isn't to say that I didn't put in the work, right? I still had to put in a shit ton of work. But if you compare my work to some 260 obese person who had to go on a 100-pound cut to actually look good. This guy had to do a shit ton of more work to get where I am. And this is the game of life. Life is fucking unfair, and I'll tell you that right now. But then you shouldn't just sit and obsess over it. You shouldn't just sit and think to yourself, oh, why does this guy have it easier than me? But the thing is, the harder you have to get something, the more you will value it. The more you will value it, because I still struggled to put on weight. The exercising part wasn't the issue, but I still struggled to put on weight. I couldn't fucking eat anything. I could eat 2 bites of something and I would already be full. So it's not like it was completely easy for me. It wasn't. But I think you get the point that I'm trying to make here. The way that I fixed my self-esteem, the way that I started to increase it, was that I actually started to focus on things that mattered. I finally started to focus on things that would actually enhance my life, that would actually improve it, that would actually change my parents' perception on me, that would actually make an impact to my life. Because a lot of you guys on the internet, you've been doing the self-improvement habits for quite some time, but your life is still similar. You didn't change the life itself that much. You still struggle to remember the things your mom told you to do. You still struggle with grades at school because you cope that, oh, I don't care about school. I have my online business I need to grow. Okay, that actually depends on how you approach school and shit. But you get the general idea that I'm trying to make, right? It's not just about the things that Hamza told you to do. You need to objectively look at your life and admit what you're struggling with and what you're not. Because once you actually start to improve the things that you actually struggle with, once you actually step out of your comfort zone, that's when everything started to grow up. I was a jacked 16-year-old kid. I was happy with my physique, but I was still lonely. I still struggled to remember the things that my mom told me to do, which I said for the billionth time already. I still struggle with grades at school. Same issues I had before self-improvement. They were still here. It's just now I was struggling with the same mistakes, but I got the physique, I could do meditation for 2 seconds longer. I really, really hope that this advice resonates with you. And if you want to talk to me directly, make sure to join the Discord. This isn't me plugging shit into your face. I don't even sell a product. I just want to help you out. If this advice resonates with you, then join the Discord. If not, then I'm not gonna waste your time anymore. I'll see you in the next one. Psych, turns out I'm a filthy liar and I need to hold your attention for an extra 30 seconds. I just really want to let you know that because this channel is growing rapidly fast. I don't know if you noticed already. This channel is growing rapidly fucking fast. I just wanted to let you know that because we're growing so fucking fast, I'll be hosting a Q&A soon. So if you want to ask me a dumb question, feel free. Don't do it in the comments though. Do not do it in the comments though. I only accept questions that are in my Discord server. So this is a shameless plug to my Discord server again. But I just really wanted to let you know that, okay? Just so that we're fair, okay? You stayed to this point of the video that I'm pretty sure you're connected to me at this point. So yeah, now I'm not gonna waste any time of your now I'm not gonna waste any of your time anymore. That's what I'm trying to say. You can go back to your little TikTok, you little bitch. I'll see you in the next one.